A sunny good afternoon to you all at Haringay Green Lane Station. Today we'll be doing a bit of train spotting at this station, as well as catch the occasional freight train that passes through here. This will be the first time that I will be talking in one of my videos, so just if you could kindly let me know in the comments to give me some feedback about how I performed, and if you guys wish for me to speak on my future videos, plane spotting, train spotting, and yeah. Speaking of which, here's our first service. That is 710-257, heading to Gospel Oak. And there it goes, 710-257, heading its service to Gospel Oak. And just approaching in a distance is another class 710, which should be the, I think it's the 1248 service. Yes, it's a 1248 service to Barking Riverside there. The announcement just affirmed it for me. And that is 710-271 on the 1248 service to Barking Riverside. Just closed its doors now. And there she glides through, 710-271 on its 1248 service to Barking Riverside. Wow, that one departed really quick, didn't it? Whilst we wait for the next service to Gospel Oak and Barking Riverside, I thought I'd quickly snap some footage of this Qatar Airways Boeing 777-300ER heading to Heathrow, of course, from Doha. Oh my goodness me, look what we have. This was a really unexpected acquaintance of what I believe is an Embraer E190. Hopefully I got the aircraft type correctly. Wow, look at that. She's flying so low. Obviously that plane's a bit of an enigma because it doesn't really have any airline livery. It's just a marked. We shall find out this origin of the aircraft when we check the flight tracker. But there she goes, heading to what I presume is London City Airport. I'll just let it disappear from shot. So I just had a little quick glance at flight tracker, and that Embraer 190 which just flew above apparently belongs to an airline called German Airways and was operating under an ITA flight designation, so I presume it's a wet lease by ITA. Alrighty, I just thought I'd tell you guys that. The next service should be approximately 1:01. Actually, both services arrive at the station at the same time, so we should expect some double trains, which will be interesting, and see how things pan out from here. But yeah, see you on the next one. I can just see the glaring headlights of the 101 service to Barking Riverside coming closer. The other service to Gospel Oak should also come here around this time. And that is 7:10-261, forming the 101 service to Barking Riverside. That should be the 101 service to Gospel Oak now. The approaching train. I think I'm going to get bold by this departure. 7:10-269. Off goes 7:10-261, heading to Barking Riverside. Looks like all these 710s have the Pope. The Pope sort of embellished onto their train. Right, there she goes, 7:10-269. Off to Gospel Oak. Sailing anti-clockwise. Here I just took a little stroll to the destination board to see the next services that are scheduled to call at the station. The next one is the 118 service to Barking Riverside. Obviously that arrives in 13 minutes-ish time. In conjunction with the 118 service, there's also a 117 service to the other direction, Gospel Oak. Obviously it's a bit fuzzy over here, but yeah, there's just a 1 minute difference between both services. It's getting a little bit windy here. The amber light just turned green, so the next service should be imminent. Alright, there approaches the 117 service to Gospel Oak. That is 7:10-256. The 1218, the 118, sorry, service should be closing in at any moment. Because the other service is just 1 minute away. So there's a 1 minute difference. Speaking of which, I can already see headlights approaching in the distance. That should be 7:10-257. The other part, 7:10-256, heading to Gospel Oak. Yep, I was right. That's 7:10-257. Heading anti-clockwise now to Barking Riverside. Right, 7:10 just closed its doors. And there she accelerates. 7:10-257 to Barking Riverside. Speaking of which, our first long-awaited freight service should clear this path, should approach the station in no less than 3 minutes. There we go, that should be 4 Mike 47 with the 1218 service to Hamshall GBRF. Oh, this is going to be loud. Wow, I can already hear that thrash. Obviously that's 66789 with the British Rail livery. British Rail 1948-1997. Freight train has slowed down a bit because of an amber signal just a few meters away. There's a lot of Mediterranean shipping containers on board this intermodal. There we go, I just switched to the telephoto lens, so we should see 66789. Coming to a short halt. Wow. It's adding more power. Alright, there we go. The signal is cleared for the freight train. We're going to switch back to the shorter lane. Oh wow, that train is using sanders. I can just see plumes of dust clouding. So this must be a quite laden service. I mean, I can already tell because like there's barely any gaps from the flatbeds. It's just all filled with intermodals to the brim. Seco, MSC, Kai, I think, Florence. We have Tex, more MSC, we have a Beacon container, and that's it. Alright guys, I'm just going to quickly switch to the other platform because we have another freight service. This one should be a Freightliner. Alright, I just switched platforms because there's another London Overground service which is into Barking Riverside. And that freight train should be passing just a mere minute from that Overground service, hence why I didn't want to risk getting bowled throughout the shot. So yeah, the next service. There you go guys, 1332 to Gospel Oak. And there's a 1333 service to Barking Riverside on the opposite platform. And there approaches the 1332 service to Gospel Oak. It's 710-264. There we go. Coming to a gentle stop. They're approaching in opposite direction. It's the 1333 to Barking Riverside. And that is 710-269. We saw that one. Okay, the door chimes closing. There we go. Off she goes. And now depart 710-269 to Barking Riverside. Alright guys, we were supposed to catch the 0932 Freightliner train to Ditton O'Connor, but it looks like the freight train has incurred a teeny bit of a 54-minute delay at Channel C Junction, which is basically in Stratford, in other terms. This freight train should have cleared its path at around 12:52, but instead it's going to clear its path at 1:47. And that, of course, highly is depending on any pending further delays throughout the route. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I was almost going to miss this freight train completely. That's the 09, and that's the 09, I forgot what the time it is. But it's a Freightliner train from Crewe Bus with all Clanton Gateway. I was almost going to miss this one. I've got this was passing at 1:39. Screeching flatbeds. K-line, mask, 1, Hamburg soup, Hamburg UASC. And at the end of it, it's just a plethora of empty flatbeds. I was almost going to miss this one completely if I hadn't glanced across the other side. So I just managed to get that freight train in time for you guys. Just in time. There comes the 1346 service to Gospel Oak. (710-273). Doors are opening now. Oh, service is held back a bit. Alright, it's the 1:47 service, so I should depart now. But it was slightly ahead of schedule. Hence why the warrant of waiting. Just appearing imminently should be the 1:48 service to Barking Riverside as well. Yes, 710-256. That was an abrupt stop. There's still no sight of that Freightliner train. So after this, I'll be once again looking at real-time trains to see where the service is. It's freight train. DO 932. There goes 710256. Wow, that was a quick one. Alright then, I just checked real-time trains again, and there's still no sight of 4 Mike 88, which is the actual code for the Freightliner service. So I don't know what is going on with that service. I guess we'll find out soon. The signal in front of me just flashed green. But the next train to Gospel Oak, or rather heading across that direction, isn't until 10 minutes. So I'm speculating if this clearance is for another service other than the 202 to Gospel Oak. The announcements haven't played the thing either. Certainly mysterious. I hope this is for the freight train. Alright then guys. We have a freight train in the opposite direction. That is 7 Lima 36. That's the Acton TC Mendip Rail working. Heading to Field Foster Yeoman. Well, that was a relatively short one, but it was loaded with a lot of aggregates. 1323. Just to make a short correction, the freight train prior was actually heading to Purfleet Foster Yeoman. I don't know why I said Feel, but yeah, that was 59002 heading to Purfleet. Then just approaching right now is the 1402 service to Gospel Oak. And that is 710271. We saw that earlier today, right at the beginning of the video. Oh, stopped. There should be a 1403 service heading to Barking Riverside. There departs now, 710271. To Gospel Oak. Now heading anti-clockwise should be Yep, heading anti-clockwise should be 710264 to Barking Riverside. Some of these 710s screech quite a lot, don't they? Especially when they stop. I'm surprised given the fact that these 710s have been serving the Goblin for at least around 2 to 3 years now. So the new brakes should have fallen off quite a bit. But yeah, it's not as bad as the Class 180 Adelantes. There should be a Freightliner service. No, that's not the delayed one. There should be another one heading to Garston from London Gateway at 2:07. So just a few minutes from now on. Oh, and they're departing 7:10-264. Traversing towards the east now. Their approach is 1 Mike 56 with the 12:37 to Garston. I was in the Freightliner Powerhaul livery. That's 66416 for the 12:37. There we go. We have the MSC Miscellany again. That one has a bit of wheel flats. Wow, a lot of these flatbeds have wheel flats that need major work. This one's quite a long one. My god, this one has so many wheel flats. Off it goes, 12:37 to Garston, 66416. Speaking of which, where the hell is the other one? Let's have a look at real-time trains. Alrighty, so here's a quick update regarding 4 Mike 88, the 0932 service to Ditton. The Freightliner service, which was scheduled to pass through here, has been rerouted towards the North London line section of the network. So instead it got slightly rerouted to the other side to reduce a bit of delay of a major 54 minutes to around 26 or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's been rerouted through the other side, so that freight train has been scrapped. So we won't be able to get that one, unfortunately. Okay, so just approaching right now is the 2:47 to Gospel Oak. It's another car, 710. Seven 261 again. Alright, the doors are now shut. And now accelerates. 710-261. 207 service to Gospel Oak. And there approaches the 218 service to Barking Riverside. 710-273 again. Heading anti-clockwise. Off it goes now, 710-273. To Barking Riverside. I still remember riding on board one of London Overground's class 172s. Obviously back when the line was, de-electrified. And now, obviously, since the line is electrified, well, it was a bit of a rocky start since we originally had the 378s, which were basically cascaded from their usual North London workings to the Goblin, since, it would have been really, really catastrophic had all the all the overground services were basically converted to replacement bus services. There wouldn't be enough capacity enabled with just replacement buses alone, and that has been technically the norm for at least a good few months, whilst the 710s were being ironed out of their software issues, which hindered them from being introduced on time by the time the class 172s would have been transferred to the West Midlands or Chiltern. I believe it was the West Midlands. That would have been an interesting time back then to see 378s working across this section. Obviously being shortened to 4 cars since the platforms weren't, long enough to be accommodated to 5 cars. Well, there were propositions for the platforms to be extended to 5 cars, but obviously since TfL budget was limited back then, obviously the plan still 4 cars, still 4-car class 710 trains running across this line to this day. And there you have it, guys. It's a bit of trivia from me. Next service should be the 232 to Gospel Oak and the 233 to Barking Riverside. Approaching is the 232 service to Gospel Oak. That is 710. 710-251. Sorry, 710-257. 710-257. There's 710-257 just shut its doors and that's departing. There it goes. It's Gospel Oak. There should be the 233 service to Barking Riverside. Yep, I can already see the headlights. Oh dear, looks like it's gonna rain soon. But I have to think about wrapping this video up soon. 710-271. It's another screeching class 710. Obviously, the class 710 series belong to Alstom now, since Alstom has bought Bombardier from the train department completely. And so now it can be described as an Alstom product. Right now it goes 710-271 to Barking Riverside. There should be a Network Rail train in 10 minutes. I'm assuming this will be the Class 153 train, because I filmed the Class 153 last time when I was at South Tottenham Station. But we will see. I think that will be our penultimate train. Then after that there's another Freightliner service to London Gateway from Mettenlogue. So after the Freightliner, I think I will end this episode. Alright then, I just heard the announcement saying they're going to the train approaching platform 1 will not stop. Oh! There's a Class 37 light locomotive. Wow, look at that. It's 37611. There we go, that was 37611, throbbing away in the distance. Heading to Derby, I think. Yeah. Alright then, our final train for this video just currently passed Crouch Hill. And this is the 4 Lima 32 freight train. 10 o'clock exactly on the dot to London Gateway Freightliner. I can just see looming headlights approaching from the Freightliner freight train in the distance. This will be the final capture of this video. Just over there. It's a bit of a dirty front, doesn't it? There you go, I just switched to the smaller lens.
Please stand well clear of the edge. Platform 2.
66566. Wow, that's a lot of KTA wagons. This is quite a recent flow actually. This working had just only started a shy of a month ago. Oh my god, listen to that screeching! There's hardly anything on board this train. Oh my goodness. I want to go there. Good lord. Jesus. It keeps getting louder. Wow. That was loud, ain't it? There it goes. The 10 o'clock service to London Gateway, Freightliner. Wow, what a way to end the video. Completely tore my eardrums off. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Especially if you sticks to the end. It means a lot. And as a disclaimer, if I don't speak in my future videos, then it's because I haven't really contemplated and really made a proper decision as to whether if I should, continue to speak in my future videos from now on, or not. So yeah, don't be surprised if my future uploads don't foresee me speaking. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I do occasionally try to incorporate like a few sentences in my videos, to make it different, more interesting, hopefully. But yeah, I'm about to go home now, waiting for my 3:18 service to Barking Riverside before the rain hits me. So yeah, thank you all for watching.